The pass stretched out 4.5 meters wide, flanked by towering cliffs on one side and the vast sea on the other. In this narrow corridor, the world's largest army had found itself stuck for 2 whole days. Xerxes commanded a staggering force of over 150,000 men: Persians, Medes, Assyrians, Babylonians, Scythians, Indians, Ethiopians, and more. In total, they represented more than 30 different peoples, all united under a single banner. Xerxes stood the elite of the elite, the Immortals. Their name was no accident. If one of them fell in battle, another would take his place by the end of the day. Their ranks never thinned, and they had never known defeat. Well, that had been the case until now.
Last night I stepped into the pass, and it was a whole different ballgame. I've been in countless battles, but never in a spot this cramped. There were 300 men facing us, all decked out in red cloaks and holding round shields. Those shields were locked together so tightly that not even a breeze could sneak through Singer. That's when it hit me. This narrow pass had turned our army of 10,000 into just 100. We were gearing up to attack with 1,000 men, but in this tight space, only 2 rows could fight side by side. The 880 guys stuck in the back. They were packed in like sardines, pushing against each other, just waiting for their turn. Meanwhile, the 300 men across from us didn't budge. When one of them got tired, he'd fall back, and a fresh one would take his place at the front. We were starting to run low on energy, and they had settled into a rhythm. It was a tough situation, and we needed to figure out how to break that cycle.
Hold on a second. This isn't just a tactical issue. I'm the Immortal, and I've carried that title for a decade now, but last night, as I was making my way back from the pass, one thought kept swirling in my mind. Who is the guy that brought the Immortal back?
Just 2 days ago, Xerxes sent the Medes out on a mission, and they came back. Then, he dispatched the Immortals, and they returned as well. The Persian commanders gathered around the map, studying the numbers intently, but nothing seemed to add up. The solution wasn't hidden in the lines of the map. It was waiting for them inside the pass.
Last night, I found myself sitting in the tent, my hands still shaking, not from the chill in the air. Then Hydarnes walked in, our commander, and he scanned the room, locking eyes with each of us, one by one. "Dancing way, you'll go in again tomorrow," he announced. There was a heavy silence. No one protested. No one dared to ask, why? And because that's just not what the Immortals do. We don't question, we simply go in.
On the morning of the 3rd day, Xerxes got some intriguing news. A local guy named Ephialtes had discovered a hidden path through the mountains. If the Immortals took this route, they could sneak around and catch the Spartans off guard. Hydarnes quickly got his orders. They would be hitting the road that very night.
It was late at night, and the stars were twinkling above us. We were making our way through the heart of the mountain, moving quietly, step by step over the stones. And as I walked, a thought crossed my mind. A Greek had shown us this path, and here he was, turning his back on his own people. I didn't want to dwell on that too much, so I kept my feet moving. Orders were orders after all. And we finally emerged on the other side of the pass the next morning. That's when I saw them, the Spartans. They were all around us ahead, behind, everywhere. But they weren't running. No, they were standing their ground, fully aware of their situation. And in that moment, it hit me. These warriors had made a choice. They were ready to die today. And facing a man who's made peace with that, well, that's a whole different ballgame. And the war didn't drag on for too long. Eventually the pass was taken, and the army pushed forward. In the end, Xerxes emerged victorious. That morning I passed by Xerxes on my way back. The emperor caught my eye, and let me tell you, it was different. You don't just look at the Immortals, you really see them. But that day, as he watched our returning column, there was something unsettling in his gaze. It wasn't disappointment. No, it was something deeper: bewilderment. It was as if he was silently asking, is this all there is? And later that evening, I found myself sitting by the campfire. We won, sure, The pass is ours. But honestly, I don't feel that rush of victory inside me. You know that feeling, right? It's light, almost like breathing. This feels heavy. Unoan sat there again, staring into the flames. Yes, we won. The pass is ours. But still, that sense of triumph just isn't there. It's like a weight pressing down on me. Uno in the low still lingers in the air around me. But after that morning, it feels a little different. There's a tiny crack in it now. Just a small one, but cracks can lead to all sorts of things.
Thermopylae fell, and with it Xerxes pushed further south. Sure, it was a victory for the Persians on paper. But let's not forget that 300 brave souls managed to hold off a staggering 150,000 troops for 3 whole days in that narrow pass. Thanks to their incredible stand, the Greek cities had the precious time they needed to evacuate. The needer to wear you all thongs to as now fang satershins. Gonfang sens. Nerdun you kown city your actions. The needer dolly you word gon forget to subscribe to the channel. The next video comes from the winning side at Thermopylae would turn out to be just the beginning of even greater challenges ahead. Gonsaim segs. Gonsaim segu nedidu and word getty comes later comes from the winning side at Thermopylae. Stay tuned, it might be even more exciting.